Hey folks, what's up? My name is Esketon. Welcome back to Marvel Heroes Test Center. Welcome back for another look at the Invisible Woman. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey homie, slow your roll. You've already showed us the Invisible Woman. Why would we want to see her again? Well, in fact, the simple fact of the matter is, as of the recording of this video, she's not yet out. And so I figured, well, they obviously didn't want to put her out last week for some reason. So we're going to have a look and try to figure out what they changed. So the starting powers are obviously the same. They've refunded all my points. So the starting powers are still the same. Excuse me. Force Disc, Shield Blitz, and Invisibility, of course. Same three overtures in our tree types. What else is still here? Storm of Spheres. That looks like it was there before. Bouncing Disc. I'm pretty sure that I love it. I loved it in the last video. So I know that's still here. Summon the Crusher. Remember that was down here. So they moved it. I don't know if it works any better. Force Torrents was about right here last time, so they moved it down into the tree. And I don't know that this was the same signature, but it's quantum compression now, so that's interesting. Maybe it's worth taking. We'll have to see. Levitating Disc, same. We're still not sure if it's worth taking. Probably not. Well, maybe. No, probably not. Combat Force Fields. Yeah, probably still. At least 1 point wonder if nothing else. We'll see. Seeking Disc we didn't use. We remember that it was in the last build, but we didn't take it at all because I just didn't. I don't know. Didn't sit well with me. Conceal Team. Yes. Resounding Wave. I don't think was it here last time? I can't remember. A Crushing Disc was actually in tier 1, so they moved that down to tier 2 now. Crashing Wave Style. This is what we tried to use a couple times. Found it very interesting. Force Field Control. That was still here. Protective Spheres. Yeah, we remember that from last time. Yes. Force Spike. Still here from last time. We used that. We showcased it a little bit. Shield Dome. That was still here. You know what we didn't? What we don't have now? Maybe this is it. Maybe they just moved. This was much lower in the tree and they moved it up. If that's the case, that could be really good. So anyway, obviously I have to go buy some more, whatever you call it, stupid. Where are they? I have to go buy some respect things, whatever it is. Hello, respect deals. I need some of you guys. Like about at least a couple. Cause they're only one whole G on the thing here, so we'll go ahead and pick them up. Took all of my clothes off. I mean, all of you know what I'm saying. All the equipment off. Clothes. What am I saying? Anyway, trying to put together a spec. Now, we know that this is the Force.
So, out of sight, out of mind, huh?
So we know that this is the Force, and that is her secondary resources. As her secondary resource. So we need a Force Spender. A Force? The Force? Oh, Focus. Focus Spender. Excuse me, and not Force. Not the Force. It's not like she's a freaking Jedi, but, maybe. So we need a Focus Spender. First first let's look at the basics. Force this, still basic. Still doesn't look that good. Bouncing bolt. Fires faster. Maximum bounces. Me likey that. Me likey that. Are those the only two basics? The answer is yes. I think they are the only two basic. So, look at this. Nothing special about it. Does damage. More damage one could ask, but it doesn't bounce. This bounces. And it hits faster. This doesn't bounce. Does more damage, but it's slower. This does less damage, bounces, but fires faster. I'm thinking bouncing bolts. 20. Yes.
This is
confirmed.
a boon for the team.
Of course it is. So we're going to put that on the left click. What else? Let's look at these. Let's look at the signature. Implosion. Enemy implosion. Energy implosion. Energy explosion. Negates 20% for per stack for 8 seconds. Starts with 4 stacks. 30-second cooldown. 1 point, maybe, you think, at least? Yeah, sure, why not?
Those cosmic rays have some residual effects.
So go ahead and put that on F, maybe. The spear I really like. And so maybe in my build, but we've already showcased the spear, right? So why would we want to showcase it again? The crusher. Manifest a massive orb in brutalish spikes that rolls around the battlefield, impaling or flattening enemies as it rolls. You can deploy up to 3. 20-second, 30-second duration. Does it scale well? At level 1, it does 1,500. At rank 20, it does 3,000. Call me crazy. I don't know. You think it's worth taking to have it in the build just to see, maybe? Sure, we get some specs.
This is better than
put it in the
breakfast in
spec.
bed.
We'll put it in the spec. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. On this. I'm going to move my stupid shield blitz here. What else do we think? Passive. Energy defense at rank 1 is 192. Energy damage rating. On the high end, it's not great. We'll just 1 point it for right now. Come back
I
to
have
it
to be
later,
careful with this, or someone could get hurt.
Seeker bullets. We don't, because we already played with, Seeker bullets is the only thing in here. Seeker bullets, 3-second cooldown, fires 10. It's worth taking a shot because we haven't seen it, right? So, I say, what the hey? We'll put some points into Seeker bolts.
What does Spider-Man always say? With great powers.
And then we'll put it here on S. Defensive, if you're going to take them or not, but maybe we'll go ahead and do this build up. Passive invisible. So if I go, so you have to go invisible to do that passively? Interesting. Wait, so you have to go invisible to use that? That's not that great. No, I don't want that. That's dumb. This is something you have to use, right? Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, so I have to think. I'm gonna. We've seen this before. We've not seen this before. It looks like it scales fairly, right? Scaling well. So, because at level 1 you're getting almost 20,000. Why is this? Wait a minute, that's really good. Why is it on the top tier of the train? That's weird. Anyway, we'll go ahead and put points in.
This is a boon for the team.
We've already discovered that. We've already decided that, right? Yes. So, alright. I don't know what else to take, right? I mean, maybe we'll put some more points into the signature. Does it scale well? I don't know that it scales well. At the low end, it's 30 to 45. And then 11.5 to 11.3. I mean, 7.5 to 11.3. So put it all the way up to rank 20. Maybe. Yeah, why not? We get the points to play with. So I'm not gonna assign the rest of the 30 points because you're probably gonna either take this or maybe this. So we'll just go with what we get. So we'll go in here. And let's fire it up. Here we go. Bouncing bolts. Crusher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is that one not rolling? It's a seeker. That's pretty cool. That's the resounding wave. So this is basically your Luke Cage. Cage is here, right? Okay, and then this is going to be F. Oh yeah, that's nice. Why is it not spammable anymore? That's weird. Try these crushing balls again. Is that impressive to you guys? Because it's not to me. The seeking orbs. Is that impressive to you guys? I mean, granted, I don't have any gear on, but I'm not thinking that's impressive. And this thing, whatever this is, why is that whatever it is? And so this is our signature.
That's the sweet spot.
That's kind of awesome. That's actually awesome. I don't know that it does enough to justify putting 20 points in. But what we do know is, I know that I don't like this crusher thing because it's stupid. And once again, we're gonna hit our D, so you can see that again. And that's like the cages here that he has, right? So it's AoE. It does seemingly a lot of damage. So I'm saying that's a keeper. But this crusher, that's gotta go. This spear thing, here, I'll show you this again. It's a 3-second cooldown. But I mean, look at it. Look at how weak this thing is, right? Here it is. This is fully tweaked out. This is how much it does. 3-second, 10. That's a high spirit cost for not a lot of damage. I'm thinking no. So, okay. I don't think I want the crusher, and I don't think I want this seeking orbs, right? So what does that leave us with? Well, that obviously leaves us with this thing that we've already shown before, but we can showcase again. And this ability that I'm a huge fan of, so I'll save it for last. And these two guys over here. which you saw in the last video. In my previous Miss Marvel, what's her name? What's this lady's name? The Invisible Woman video. Jump back in, reassign the points, bouncing bolts. I'm taking now. You might think, well, what do you really need this for? Because you're not using a lot of spirit. Well, if I get the right build, then I will be using spirit, right? A lot of spirit and a lot of focus. So we like this. I'm not convinced that it does. Well, maybe it does. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the 20 points back in for the high end to get it to 20.
Those cosmic rays have some residual effects.
So we get the 20 back into our signature, quantum compression. Put the 20 back into our basic, that I think is the best basic, and that is bouncing discs.
This is better than breakfast in bed.
So bouncing discs back there, put the quantum compression back over here. I'm going to save this for last because I love it so much. But we're going to go back and we're going to showcase the Force Torment. Or the Force Torrent. Force Torrent, yes. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in.
What does Spider-Man always say? With great powers...
No brain responsibility. Why should I keep saying that? So we got Force Torrent here. We got our slide here. What else? We said this to me is poop. Maybe you see it the other way. Fine. So you know what? Because we have the points, we're gonna go ahead and stick the rest of our points in our two other things. Now, just so we're clear, this uses focus. This does not use focus. This does not use focus. So our only focus spender is the force spikes, right?
I have to be careful with this, or someone could get hurt.
Okay, so, and then we want to put this 1 point back in for energy. Obviously, I don't know if this is good or not, but I think for the purpose of this video, having the 1 point in it at all time will sort of give you an idea of how it's going to work.
Those cosmic rays have some residual effects.
So once again, we're not using full 17 spec, full every point, but I put 1 point in this last time, so I'm going to keep the other point in it this time. So 1 point each time, so you can see there's no reason why they shouldn't perform exactly the same. I still have 0 gear on, no gear at all. This is all her basic everything, nothing on the costume at all. Yes, we like that. Here we go. Alright, so I didn't put anything on the S key. So you know what? I'm going to move the crushing waveforms here. Yes, that's fine. So I'll take this off my bar so I'm just not tempted to use it again. So here we go. Bouncing bolts, right? Call me crazy, but I like that a whole lot better than that other thing. That seeking bolt thing. That's crazy good. That's crazy good as compared to that seeking bolt thing that we had before. It uses... Okay, so here's the spikes. Ready? It uses force, right? Cool. This is cool too. This is even better than the seeking bolts. It's spammable. You're using a lot of spirit. So that means that this is a viable build. If you had enough spirit, you could theoretically use this for your basic. If you had enough spirit. Now obviously I can't because I only have 186 spirit. But if you do all the questline and you pack spirit on her, you can make this work. You don't need this basic. Now I like it because are you kidding me? That's pretty kick ass, right? That's pretty kick butt, right? And then you go to this. That's good, right? That's really good. It's here. Bouncing bolts is here. Maybe. 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 So let's go ahead and add the 17 points into the ability that I loved the first time. If you watched the whole video that I did earlier on The Invisible Woman, I liked this ability a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the 17 points that we have back into this. So let's watch this build now. And let's see how it works together. So once again, bouncing bolts. The force torment thing. The wave. The spikes. Okay. Now here's the spirit thing that I loved. Do you understand why I love that ability? I still like it. I still like it a lot. So, potentially, if you're going for a straight DPS build, this is potentially it. Now keep in mind, I only have the 1 point here, and you may want to add more points here. You may not want to have all 20 points here. It's up to you. I do. Let's go back and see everything. Just one more time. So once again, bouncing bolts. The crashing wave thing. Here is the signature. This is the spirit thing that I'm really a fan of. Let me get the spikes. More waveforms. More waveforms. The torrent. I mean, this is a pretty lethal build, folks. This is a pretty lethal build. Now, maybe you want to take more points in here. I did this just so I could have it the same as I did before. So I only have 1 point in here. If you get some granted from some quest, great. If you get some granted from equipment, great. These are also to be noticed. If you're doing a cosmic or you're doing a raid or whatever, you might need this. And then there's this. But to use this, you have to go invisible. Keep that in mind. It's a passive that you have to use when you're invisible. So you click that, and then you get this, and you get that also. And then
as long as I have this time, I should check to make sure all the systems are nominal back at the Baxter building.
But I mean, you have to do this for defense. So this is a defense. This is defense. This is a defensive passive that you have to use invisibility with. Then there's this. What do you do, folks? What do you do? But I think if you're going pure DPS, obviously you're going to free up a bunch of points. If you stack spirit, you can go with this, because this does more damage. Obviously you're going to get more AoE out of this. I don't know. I think if I was just going for damage, this would be my build. Maybe less here. Maybe less here. Maybe less here. But then again, this is a rank 17. It's doing 8,000 a second. 8,000 damage a second. Lasts for 5-second duration. I think the spirit cost is okay. You know? plus you're gonna get a little AOE out of it. You could tell me I'm crazy and maybe you don't want these spirit things. That's fine. If you want to put all your points here, and you want to dump the rest of the 17 in here, or into one of your defenses, that's cool. I totally get it. Totally get it. But I'm thinking if I'm doing my build for leveling, I'm probably hoping I get something that grants me, you know, obviously if I'm leveling, I'm using this as soon as it's open. I'm doing this. I'm probably sticking with the 1 point here, then I'm probably pumping points in as I get this. And then when I get here, these are my 2 bread and butters, then over here, and then I really start cooking with gas. Because basically, let's face it, when you get to level 20, this ability should be able to this one, and this one should be ability. So you would probably dump all your excess points into here, right? As you're leveling. And then, you know, when these two open, points here. Now this probably won't open until 42, 60 maybe 52, I don't know. Because I gotta be, I mean, maybe I don't know I don't know which one's the last one to open. I didn't look at it because this is my 60 that I just jumped on. I just said, hey, let's do a video. So hey, I'm doing a video. So anyway, I think this is your DPS build. If you're not worried about any defense, and maybe you respect out of it, maybe you don't take this, maybe you put more points in here or here. It's possible. Probably. My build, honestly, my build, honestly, guys, I want to be dead serious with you guys real quick. Honestly, this is my build. This is my build, honestly. This. Maybe. And we go full here. I mean, this is just what I'm thinking.
What does Spider-Man always say? With great powers.
This. Alright, so I level. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, this uses force. This uses spirit. Right. The damage at level 1, 23. At level 1, 22. This uses force. This uses spirit. This uses spirit. This uses spirit. This uses spirit. So, even though you get a little bit less damage with this, just because this uses force, and you don't have to use spirit, if I'm leveling, I'm going with this. Once I get up in level, I probably go to this, just because of the projectile deflection and the slow. Even though you lose a little bit of DPS, I'm still going with it.
I have to be careful with this or someone could get hurt.
And then probably, I really like this a lot. Really like this a lot. It's a little spirit heavy for me, but if you're stuck in spirit, you don't have to worry about it.
Those cosmic rays have some residual effects.
And then maybe this is your decision. Maybe your decision is just to put 1 in here. Maybe you just take the 1 because you're gonna get a ton of damage. Now, on the top end, you're gonna get 30 seconds, 30,000 more damage, but what? I mean,
this is a boon for the team.
And then maybe you. Maybe if you're worried about defense, you do something like this. I mean, this doesn't scale great. This doesn't scale great at all. If you're watching me, we're at 182, 240, and then watch how this scales. We're at this is This is rank 10. We're up 180. So this doesn't scale great. So the choice is yours. Do you want that? 1 point probably. I'm probably doing 1 point. And then does this get better? Does it get a lot better? Oh, this scales much better, honestly, folks. This scales a lot better. This scales a lot better. So, I mean, even if you just stick 10 points, if you max this, you max this, you do 10 here, you do 1 here, you do 20 here, 20 here.
This is better than breakfast in bed.
I mean, you could do more with this to when you want to go invisible. Maybe you want to go get invisible. Maybe you want to put a point there. That wouldn't be a bad idea. It doesn't scale horribly either. Plus, you get some more deflection.
I have to be careful with this or someone could get hurt.
And then there's this, which I forgot about. This is pretty good. This is really pretty good. At the low level, it's 19 at the high end. You put 20 points in, it's close to 40. It uses force, so you get another force spender, and it stuns. So you have
What
two.
does Spider-Man always say? With great powers.
So you have, and this is open at level 2 probably. So your spirit spin, so your focus spenders are this, and this. This is spirit. This is spirit. This is spirit, but it's your ultimate. So you have 2 spirit spenders, a basic, an ultimate. I mean a signature, and then this passive, which is terrible. So you're probably only going to put a 1 point in. And you still have. You can still put a point here for this. You can still put a point here for this, just for utility.
Those cosmic rays have some residual effects.
I mean, so let's line this up real quick. I'm sorry. I thought I was done with this video, and I'm like, maybe not. So what do I want? Oh no, I put this back over here. What is she moving for? I don't know. I don't get it. We'll put my cloak over here because we want the cloak on H since our cloak is here. We need this, so we're going to put this on G. And then we've got the spikes, the ultimate that we'll put on F, and what else do we have? This thing. So, I mean, and then you can put this on page 2 if you wanted to. And this on page 2 maybe. So, let's check this out. What do we got going on? Oh, bouncing bolts. Yeah, we know about this. We got that. We love that. We love this. Here's the ultimate.
Did I give you an
Oh, I love that. This is the spirit return thing that we have, and it comes back up, and we hit it again, using some more focus, regenning, then we go back to mana, then our regen thing comes back up. Oh. Are you folks seeing the synergy that I'm seeing here with this stuff? What's this? Boom. Back up. It's not elegant, but I think there's something to be said for this spec. So once again, because this is a force user, this is a focus user, this is a focus user. So now that's back up, we can lay into it again. So we'll get it cooking. That thing. The bolt. Use some more. And we'll come in and hit this to regen. Use some spikes. Get back to the bouncing bullets. The force. Gotta wait for the focus to regen. So that's sort of the down part of this. And to be honest, yeah, this thing hits like a truck, but it uses a lot of spirit. That's what I'm thinking. So, okay. I gotta think about it. What would be your rotation, maybe? Jump in with this, do some damage. Come in with this. Throw a spike, throw a spike. Or some more damage. Spike's still up. Spike is still up. Respike. Back to this. Hit this to regen some mana. Spike's not up yet. There's gotta be something there. Maybe you only want to take the one. Maybe you only want to take the one. Maybe you only want to take the one. Okay, so let me regen. Now, this time I'm only going to use this. I'm not going to use this. Alright? So we'll get it started. I don't know. Both of these are area. That's the thing. Both of these are area. This is range, and this is just around you. I'm not sure that you can be successful with both of them. I don't know that you can be successful with both of them. I think you got to make the decision. Do you want this one, or do you want this one that you can put somewhere? Based upon this has deflection chance and slow. This restores, does more damage, and stuns. But I still don't know which one is better. So I'm guessing your toss up between between Focus Spender is right here. I think if you're going for a basic list build and you get enough mana, maybe you don't take this. But keep in mind this is AoE. But this is the same thing as this does. Only it knocks you down and it does a heck of a lot of damage. And it's less than 10 spirit. I maxed out. So now that we've seen that, I don't think you gotta make a choice. For me, so it's pure damage over not so much damage and deflection and slow. So there's your, I mean, if you're going really with a really heavy spirit spending build, I think it's this one. If you're going for not so much spirit spendy, but you want to be able to slow people down and maybe deflect, it's this one. But I really don't see much of a difference with going this way. I really like this myself. This I could be wrong about, but from what I've seen here, it's not that great. This is abysmal. This passive is a 1-point wonder, obviously. So judge for yourself. Anyway, guys, I've been trying to give you guys the best ideas I can come up with about the Invisible Woman. So hopefully you can come up with something based upon what I've done. I know that I'm not the greatest guy in the world, but I'm trying. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching so much. Like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel if you want, and I also have a Tube Start campaign going on, and I could really use your help. If you could be so kind, I would really appreciate it. Once again, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Take it easy.